Greetings and salutations, my name is Xenogard, and today we're going to be taking a look at Galactic Glitch. It is an action roguelike space shooter with physics-based combat. It is similar in the veins to something like Tiny Rogues, where you go from arena to arena, killing enemies, collecting power-ups, and progressing your character. Not much in the way of options, unfortunately. There are separate audio sliders, which is always nice, but graphics settings not too much to dig into, although for these style of games I don't really expect too much. But it's always nice to see when there are more options. But yeah, let's go ahead and just jump right into this. I've played about 20 minutes of the game, not too much, just wanted to check it out. So here we go. I am using a controller. It is recommended to use a controller. You can use one without it, but I've found it just easier. These like twin stick style games, I found it just much easier to use a controller for. But we're able to like pick up pick up rocks, and we can like launch them in the sides. The combat takes place in these little like glitched out bubbles of space, and that is where you can use physics to your advantage. So you can like ricochet off walls and things like that. And it does seem to be like a traditional roguelike dungeon crawler kind of experience, as in you will I'll wait till we finish with these enemies to show up the map, but there's like a little map that you explore, and it seems like there is branching paths, teleporters, all that kind of stuff. The combat is pretty fast-paced. It says that it's like Souls-like combat in that it can be very punishing, but also very rewarding once you learn all the patterns and things like that. I will say it feels extremely, extremely smooth and fluid. Everything just makes sense. All the controls are rebindable. And yeah, it just feels really good. Combat feels really nice. Fluid. Being able to adjust the controls to whatever suits your needs. I basically have rebound most of the controls, just because my brain works a certain way, so I like to have those controls available to me. It seems like I have a pretty short cooldown on the dash. I don't believe it gives you invulnerability frames, but we can use it pretty often. It seems like the launching rocks at enemies seems like it does a ton of damage, and that would make sense. We do have a heal available to us, but I think you need to gain certain charges on it. I've only ever used it once, and the charges are limited, and they don't seem to easily come back. I think you have to collect them. But yeah, this is the map here. You can see starting to get a branching path right here. What is this? Teleport point. So we can teleport between areas. Oh no! Enemy variety is very good. The visual style and clarity is very, very clean. I greatly appreciate that. And it just looks good. It feels good to play. It looks good. And while I can definitively say I'm not super great at these kind of games, this is definitely one of like the better feeling ones that I've played in a long time. Oh, this thing is getting healed. I think by this. Ah! Stay away from me. Probably be chucking rocks at this thing. Let's go ahead and do that. Got a nice little bounce off the corner there. Well, let's go ahead. We do have a heal. Heal back up to full. We do have secondary fire ability. I'm not sure what our secondary fire is. Trying to find out which... Well, we just used it. I'm trying to find out... There's not really a button to see like what equipment you have and stuff like that. Like I can't... I'm pressing all the buttons to try to find this at the moment, but it doesn't seem like there's an ability to like review what you have slotted into your ship, and I would like to see that because it's a little difficult to remember like what you have, and if like I don't know what my secondary ability does at all. It's like a little portal that opens up space for enemies to come through. Something is healing these guys. I think it's this thing. Yeah, there's a little like plus on the ship. You can see, so you can see it. I'd assume that means it's healing. I'm gonna launch some of these. Oh, you can like pick them up mid-flight too. That makes sense. Ah! Ah! Leave me alone. I really can't get close to this guy. There we go. So not too bad. Accidentally, I did change the controls a little bit right before playing this, so I was pressing the wrong button for my secondary fire. But then again, like I said, I don't know what my secondary fire does. It has like a claw. Oh, shit. Walked right into that one. It's like a claw, but I don't know what that means. Yeah, I would like to see something like that. Oh, I've got option to pick a power up here. So movement speed, max health, weapon damage, or throwing damage. Let's just go with weapon damage for right now. No cohesion charge left, so we can't heal currently. I'm a little confused about what that buff is that we just picked up. Did it give us max health? Possibly. The game is in alpha stages, basically, as it said on the front of the screen, so I'm assuming there's a lot of these things will probably be addressed at some point, for sure. Whoa. I think I might switch where my secondary fire is as well. Yeah, we're gonna do that right now. So instead of it being there, we'll make it B. Is that what I want? Right? Keep moving. Little enemy spawner. Come on, I'm very focus-faced right now. Oh no. There is one thing about using that secondary, is I have to learn to aim it better. For our armored things, I've noticed that the armored things, busting them with rocks seems to be much easier. Also, hitting them from behind, very good. Oh no. Leave me alone, please. So this is probably somewhere where we could use the physics to our advantage if I can do it properly. Yeah. I need to take out this guy first. He's causing me all sort of problems. Go, let's go. Got him. Nice, nice. Not having a heal, I know this in my brain that we don't have a heal, so it's trying to be a little more cautious. I believe they have shields. I think that's what that like pink overcharge thing is. Seems to be accurate. Oh, you can like lead enemies fire into no into rocks and things like that. Oh. Showing my inexperience in these kind of games. Not really inexperience, but my maybe inability is probably a better thing. I think these are secondaries or new weapons. Ah, they're new weapons, okay. Core blaster. Shooting kind of birds with a cannon. Not a bad idea after all. Connect dash Shoryuken. Okay, interesting. And quick shot. I've used this before. It's like a Gatling gun type thing. Tack, 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 tack. Goes over our connect pulse. I'm kind of curious about the core blaster. Maybe it's like a shotgun. Shooting bird, not bad after all. Let's try it. I'm curious. Not at all what I thought it was gonna be. So maybe its damage is lower than the Gatling gun, but who knows? Maybe it's not too bad. Maybe it has like a secondary effect. It's like just a pass-through room. Very strong. Oh, there are critical hits. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I would like to be able to see some sort of like status screen to know like what we have equipped and stuff like that. I think we can see at the top of the screen. You can see we have like one like a debuff or one buff active, and I know we can see that. I think we can. Yeah, if we go to this screen, the map screen, we can go ahead and see this. But I would like to be able to see the other things we have equipped as well. Oh, we can from this screen. Just a little awkward because you have to hold the map button to be able to see them. So maybe this should be something that should be a toggle, because I have to hold select to see the map screen. So we can actually see this information down here. But yeah, it'd be a little better if this was like a toggle and you could maybe use the controller to navigate, rather than clicking just left and right trigger. Charge core gun. Not sure what that is. Your run-of-the-mill type charge. So is that our... Yes, I believe that is. It's very confusing. I can't tell like which one of these. So the gravity gun is our basic gravity gun. Our core blaster is the main ability we have currently, and then the charge core gun is our like secondary fire. So that's what it is, but because they're not being selected, like none of the icons are being selected, it's a little confusing. We found another teleport point. There's an event up here, so let's go ahead and check that out. We got ourselves a shop. I think we're gonna definitely want this. Immediately gain some ship cohesion. The cohesion being health. Definitely want to grab that. Haven't seen any like pickups to restore our health yet, so I'd like to see that as soon as we can. Cohesion boost immediately regains some ship cohesion. I mean, it's good to regain it. I would like a health boost that we can take with us though. Yeah, there's no cohesion charges. Maybe we have to get up to full and collect those. That would make a lot of sense. Let's go. You know what? I just realized something. And oops. Nope. Don't do that. That would have been very bad. There is something about this main fire that's not gonna work, and that's where my aim is. It's on that. It's on the right stick. That's what I'm trying to say. Which makes it very hard to aim and shoot at the same time. So yeah, unfortunately we're gonna have to change that. It's fine. I was finding it a little difficult using just one finger for both triggers, but I can use both, obviously. Leave me alone. See if we can get behind him. Nope. Look, physics was not any of my strong suits, so... Whoop. We're trying. Oh, there we go. That was a nice one. No. And also, like, whoa. Where'd this big guy come from? No, leave me alone, please. Like an elite type enemy? What is this? Oh, I did not mean to go backwards. I meant to go forwards. Oh, we, like, destroyed parts of his ship, too. That was cool. Definitely get this cohesion boost. I'm feeling very, very vulnerable right now. Okay, so this will be our secondary fire. Unstable beam weapon, one of Schrodinger's favorites. I mean, I might just take it because it's Schrodinger. Prismatic beam, a constant beam that makes things go poof. Or the nano minigun. For you, fun. For the enemies, a constant stream of pain. Well, I mean, the highest DPS is obviously the minigun, but this is one of Schrodinger's favorites, and I'm, you know, a big fan of Schrodinger. Wait, did we take that as... I'm very confused right now. Okay. It was like firing at my feet, and that was strange. There we go. Also, I was looking at the left trigger, and left trigger is not my... Left trigger is what I've switched to dodge. Although I might switch it back to secondary fire, to be honest. Because you can also dodge with... Alright, yeah, we're gonna do this. Sorry about this. I'm figuring out what is best for me. So originally dodge was on left bumper, and secondary fire was here. Dodge is also on A or X, or depending on what control you have. But yes, it is also there, so there are two places to dodge. So I don't have to rely on just the trigger. And it's a little bit easier to dodge with the X button or the A button. I'm using a third-party controller, so the buttons for me are not the same as it is for regular controllers. Oh no! I don't feel good about this. We definitely need to get a heal. Oh. Definitely need to be getting a heal. Please, game. No! No! Okay, that's my own fault. My own fault. We'll go ahead, we'll do another run. The universe is putting my hands. So we accidentally skipped all this. There is like some story plotline stuff, but I like tried out the tutorial and we got a good bit of this, but when I went to go back into the game, there doesn't seem to be any way to... I think there actually is a way to reset it completely and start the tutorial over again, but I did not think about doing that at first. But I guess that's it. We've missed all of what was said. There's a new game plus mode apparently. Alright, let's go ahead. Now that we've got the controls a little bit figured out, I'm still very new to this game. Like, I only just tried it for the first time, like for a handful of minutes before I started recording it, just to get a general idea, but I didn't want to learn too much about the game. Keep my impressions very fresh. Apparently I can't aim, but we already know this. Definitely feels much better going into these, like, or better. I can tell that I am improving going into these lower levels. Don't leave me alone. I really like the enemy design. Like, there's a huge amount of enemy variety. It's really nice. It keeps everything kind of like fresh. I love our ship and like the little like smoky swirls that are going on right now. It's really cool. Very stylistic. Got another teleport point. Come on. Oh. Smack, smack, smack. Get away from me, man. Whoop. Smack. Yeah, and the game definitely feels like, if we're having like a Souls-like combat, the game feels, you know, extremely rewarding when you start getting better. It's very obvious to me that it has extremely satisfying combat. Whoa! Leave me alone. Rockets. No scope? Nope. Not even. Not even. just... Of course, the secondary just whipped right between the two enemies. I get a little bit better at dodging those. Please leave me alone, thank you. Moving on. I think we have a heal charge, but I haven't seen anywhere where that healing charge is actually listed. I would assume it would be right underneath the health, but I don't see one. And I assume we have one because I know we start the game with one. At least I believe so. Again, I could be looking in, you know, the wrong direction. I still apparently cannot aim that secondary at all. Whoop. Come on, come on. Oh, oh, no, I don't want to be in that. Go zip around back here. Circle strafe, circle strafe. Bob and weave, bob and weave. Nice, got him, got him. Just aim towards the, there we go. there is a little reticule kind of thing. I will very bad at aiming at it. The indicator that shows where the enemy is. Can be useful. Oh, that was a nice big hit. There we go. Alrighty. I might go with max health. But then again, movement speed might be good as well. Let's just go with max health for right here. Get the cohesion boost. Oh, he's getting repaired. That was a big one-shot. Guy's hiding in the little asteroid fields. Also, the asteroid fields makes very good use of being able to, like, kind of dodge these rockets without having to shoot them down. Back away, back away. Oh, bad. Like, while these style of games I am not good at, I do enjoy them quite a lot, but this one particularly, I'm having just a ton of fun with. It feels so good. It's not going to, it's probably not going to reflect as well while, like, watching the video, but playing it, it is very satisfying. Yeah, if you are enjoying it, I would highly recommend trying out the demo on Steam, giving it a, like, putting it on your wish list if it's something that you enjoy, and just, yeah, checking it out. And also, if you are liking the content here on the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would, you know, like, subscribe, maybe leave a comment if you're in that sort of thing. Greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to, you know, get this channel out there, and it's something I very much enjoy doing, so I love the feedback if you would indulge me a little bit. Thank you. Appreciate it. Back to the game. I mean, if you enjoy my terrible combat abilities, find it entertaining in the least to see how bad it is, how bad somebody can be. That'll also be great. I am just getting completely overwhelmed here. Come on, guys. Missed that secondary fire. Missed the secondary fire wrench directly into the... Oh, okay. We've got a new strategy. Apparently they can damage each other. Didn't even think about that. Makes a ton of sense. But now we have a new strategy. Turn them against each other. Yes. Friendly fire. Oh, we need a build that can, like, toss ships into each other, redirect fire, things like that. I wonder if that's in the game. I am very excited now that I've found this out. Before I was just dodging enemies, not even thinking that we could, you know, direct them into each other. Because they're apparently not too bright. Alright. Arak double cannon. Curved bolts fly straighter, it is known. Interesting. RPG burst covering all colors of a balanced bullet diet. Or phasic shotgun. Sawed-off option sold separately. So, this one has a longer range. The RPG burst. I'm kind of curious about the double cannon, though. Yeah, we're gonna get that. That seems like the most interesting. Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Let's go. Very nice, very nice. I think each individual bullet hit does slightly less damage than before, but combined they do much more damage. Very nice. Oh man, I can't wait to see some of the other weapons that are available in this game. So far we're doing pretty good. Definitely would like a damage boost, so I'd like to find one of those stat upgrades soon. Leave me alone. Oh, that was a nice one. Finally hitting with our secondary ability. And we can hit multiple ships with these as well. Oh. Focus up. Dodge. Okay, we're improving. I am improving. This is very good, very good. So there's probably a shop. I haven't seen anything else in these like event, like question mark rooms. We don't actually need the health, so maybe go with Gun's Kimbo. Temporarily increases the damage at the beginning of each enemy's sector. Reprogram missiles, nearby missiles turn friendly. Oh, that could be really good. Or unfortunately, we're just like, what is that, 65 shy of being able to get that? Chance to spawn one missile when dodging. Oh, that could be really good too. We might come back to the shop. Let's go ahead and check. Yeah, I would really like this map to be toggle rather than a hold. We might come back to the shop. There is a teleport here, so we can go for a little while until we find another teleport, or just circle back, I guess. You know, we might even have, no, just shy of being able to afford it. I don't remember if there's any other of those mining, like, asteroids. Oh, now we have enough to get at least one of those. Yeah, we can always, after this zone, go back. Interesting to know that there are, little asteroids that you can get currency from. I don't know what the currency is called. But hey, so nearby missiles turn friendly. Yeah, we definitely want to grab this. There we go. Got a kind of a little defensive item there. Alright, let's open this portal up. Whoa! Oh, where'd the third one come from? Try to get this one to fire at him. There we go. Use their numbers against them. Oh, one of these guys. Ah! I always dodge the wrong way. Nope. I don't know why with that. I know which way I'm supposed to dodge, but for some reason I can't do it. Go try to use its power against them. There we go. Get it right this time. I don't know how I missed and how I didn't dodge that correctly. Fire. Alright. We do have a heal. Gonna use that. Again, I didn't see where the charge was. I might have to go back on the VOD and check. Curved repeater. We're going to send your enemy as a curveball. Interesting. Minigun or quantum beam. So that's secondary, and this is... Okay, these are all secondary. I mean, as much as I like the Schrodinger thing, it has a very short range, which I didn't notice last time. So let's go with the curved repeater. It also has the highest damage. Yeah, we definitely need to find where the cohesion charges are listed. Still feel like I'm missing something. I feel like, oh, you know what? I think that little symbol that is underneath our health, I think it is lit up instead of grayed out like it is currently. That would make a lot of sense. Ah, okay. Fires a bunch of missiles. Whoa. Where'd you come from? Like, we're not even using the physics at this point. Whoa. Basically because I'm not super good at it. Wonder if you can make them damage themselves. That one kind of like extends out after it's been laid down. Alright, where are we going? Oh, let's keep going this way. Oh, got another teleport in case we wanted to go back. Oh, what is this? I don't know if I could tell what that was when we went onto the map. I would have liked to know that ahead of time we were going into a boss battle, but maybe you can't. Seems like this is a boss battle. Leave me alone. Don't know exactly how the turning enemies' missiles into friendly missiles works. I don't know if it's passive or not. Doesn't seem like it is. Oh. Back up a little bit. There's just a lot going on. Very hectic. Oh. My heart. Just fire. Get away, get away, get away. This is very intense. Just trying to focus up a little bit there. So I'm just running into everything. So much going on here. Let's get rid of this one drill boy. Please. Dashed a little bit too soon, went away. Sorry for that. Wow. Somebody upstairs just decided to drop something on the floor. Oh, there's the reprogramming. So maybe it is passive, I can't tell. Dodge into it. Fire as much as possible, dodge. There we go. Dodge. We're doing okay, dodge. It's easier to jump over those than it is to jump away from them. Oh no. Feeling very trapped. We definitely would like a heal. Focus, focus, one more left. Oh man, come on. I'm so try-harding right now, my brain. Fire, fire, fire. So close. Whoa. No! Whoa! Hey! What are you doing? I didn't know there was a second phase. Oh no! Oh, we were so close. I didn't know there was a second phase. I wasn't prepared for it. Oh man. Alrighty, alrighty. Anyway, this has been Galactic Glitch. If you enjoy this game, there's a link in the description so you can check it out on Steam. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you're into that sort of thing. But my name has been Xenogard, and I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, morning, night, whatever it is for you. Alright, peace.